Have you ever wondered how a teenager became one of the most feared footballers on the planet before even turning 20? Imagine stepping onto the pitch with millions of fans watching, wearing one of the biggest jerseys in football, carrying expectations that would crush most professionals. And instead of feeling pressure, you make it look effortless. This is not a movie. This is the unbelievable story of Lamine Yamal, a boy who transformed from a talented kid in Barcelona's academy into one of the brightest stars the football world has ever seen. But his journey wasn't built on luck. It was built on sacrifice, fearless confidence, and moments that changed football forever. Stay until the end, because every chapter of his story is more incredible than the last. Lamine Yamal was born on July 13, 2007, in Esplugues de Llobregat, Spain, and grew up in a humble family with Moroccan and Equatorial Guinean roots. Like countless children, he dreamed of becoming a footballer. But what separated him from everyone else was his extraordinary talent. Even at a very young age, coaches noticed something special. His dribbling, vision, balance, and intelligence on the ball were years ahead of players much older than him. When he was only 7 years old, Barcelona's famous La Masia Academy welcomed him into its system. This academy had already produced legends like Lionel Messi, Xavi, Andrés Iniesta, and Sergio Busquets. Every year, thousands of young players dream of entering La Masia, but only a handful make it. Lamine didn't just make it. He quickly became one of its brightest prospects. As he progressed through Barcelona's youth teams, coaches constantly moved him up to play against older players. Normally, younger players struggle when facing bigger, stronger opponents, but Lamine seemed to enjoy the challenge. His confidence with the ball, quick decision-making, and ability to create chances amazed everyone who watched him. What made him truly unique wasn't just his speed or technical ability. It was his football IQ. He could read the game like a veteran, spotting passes that others couldn't even imagine. Defenders often tried to stop him with physical strength, but his close control and creativity allowed him to escape almost every challenge. His performances became impossible to ignore. Barcelona's first-team coaches started watching him closely, realizing they had another once-in-a-generation talent developing inside the academy. Fans began hearing whispers about a teenager who might become the club's next superstar. Then came the moment that changed everything. At just 15 years old, Lamine Yamal made his senior debut for FC Barcelona. Walking onto the pitch, wearing one of football's most iconic shirts is a dream for millions. But for him, it became reality before most teenagers even finish school. The football world immediately took notice. Analysts praised his maturity, teammates trusted him with the ball, and supporters instantly fell in love with his fearless style. Unlike many young talents who struggle under pressure, Lamine looked completely comfortable. He attacked defenders without hesitation, created scoring opportunities, and played with confidence that made people forget his age. Every match added to the growing belief that Barcelona had discovered another extraordinary player. Soon, records started falling one after another. He became one of Barcelona's youngest debutants, one of their youngest goal scorers, and continued breaking age-related milestones that had stood for decades. Newspapers across Europe filled their headlines with his name, while football fans everywhere wanted to know one thing: who is Lamine Yamal? His rise wasn't only limited to club football. Spain's national team also recognized his incredible talent. Wearing his country's colors, he continued breaking records, becoming one of the youngest players ever to represent Spain at the highest level. Instead of looking nervous, he performed with the same calmness and creativity that had made him famous at Barcelona. Every touch of the ball reminded fans of football's greatest entertainers. Some compared his dribbling to Lionel Messi, others admired his confidence like Neymar, while many believed Lamine Yamal was creating a style completely his own. Instead of copying legends, he was beginning to build his own legacy. But behind every successful footballer lies years of unseen sacrifice. Long training sessions, missed family moments, endless discipline, and constant pressure shaped him into the player the world sees today. Success didn't arrive overnight. It was earned through thousands of hours of hard work when nobody was watching. And this was only the beginning of a journey that could redefine football for the next generation. At an age when most teenagers are still discovering their future, Lamine Yamal was already inspiring millions across the globe, proving that age is just a number when talent meets dedication. His story was no longer about potential. It had become the story of a young star determined to leave his name among football's greatest legends.